Boo! Yo, yo, what's good, everyone? Happy SEGAWEEN to all my friends and zombies out there. As everybody knows, this is my favorite time of year, my favorite event. I had a lot of really cool things I wanted to do this year, but I'm having a little set of tech issues, so I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna play some Genesis for a little bit, and then I'm gonna switch over to Dreamcast. What are we gonna play on Dreamcast? I'm not gonna tell you, but it's fun. Yeah, Brock, Oktoberfest. I know, I haven't really streamed this year, but normally I rock out for Oktoberfest. Anyway, let's get spooky. I know we're a little behind, so I'm just gonna do maybe a playthrough bullish of my jam. And boo. So, I do speedrun this game. I played it for the first SEGAWEEN 5 years ago. That's when I'd played this game randomly growing up as a kid. And I really started getting into it that first SEGAWEEN. And I fell in love with this game. It's got to be one of my favorite games ever. If you have the extreme patience to sit there and play through this game, it has a lot of nuance and a lot of cool stuff that some other Genesis games don't. And it's very sandboxy and it's a unique format. And also, boo. And me and someone else online, we found a lot of really cool strats and I improved on the world record. I just need to get my shit together and sit down and get a run going. But yeah, I'm not gonna speed run, but I'm gonna use some of those strats, just kind of do a casual playthrough. This game doesn't get enough love. I know people are a little intimidated because they think it's a lot of RNG, but it's not. Surprisingly, there's very little RNG in this game. Just patterns and butterfly effect. Just got to know what you're working with. Just taking a sip of coffee here. Let's do this. As you can see here, if you haven't played this game, this is our family. The Sardinis. Might seem like I'm being mean, but like they deserve it. I'm not gonna go into the backstory today, but they're kind of responsible for my death, so that's why I'm on. This game has a very dark backstory. Children dying and becoming ghosts and haunting families to death. Sega. Alright, we're just having dinner, normal family dinner. Eating ambiguous green slop on a plate. And if the chandelier fell, everybody would just run in opposite directions. If I even remember it. It's also hard because I'm playing it on a smaller screen than normal. And I dropped my super scare spell here. This present right here, this is for Flo. I'm not gonna open it yet though. I'm gonna make her wait. Sloppy. Even move in a straight line right now. Oh, wrong button. Oh, I already messed it up. You can see you can possess objects around the room to haunt the people. They can't actually see you walking around. There are different types of objects that you can haunt. Blue, green, and orange. The blue ones you hop into and then hop out of, and they kind of just gotta walk over to them to get them to work. The orange ones, you have to stay inside of it while you activate them. And the green ones are things like this telescope that you manually fly around the room. And those ones scare the hell out of him. And when he leaves, you're gonna see all the places where he got scared. He's gonna drop Ecto. I need to collect this, otherwise I'm gonna end up in the dungeon. Don't want to end up in the dungeon. You have infinite lives in this game as long as you don't get killed in the dungeon, so... I'm gonna scare this kid right here, bam. Hop out of that molding, run into the room ahead of him. So he's already gonna get scared out of the house. Then I go boom, leave. No, he's gone. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I should have went after his sister. Once again, I don't really have to speedrun strat, so I should be just kind of showing off some of these scares. Like, some of these objects that you can hop into. Like this robot, this is cool. Ballerina right here is music box is pretty sweet. Although I'm gonna lose Ecto real quick right now, and I'm gonna end up in the dungeon. But again, we're in no rush. I keep trying to speedrun. It's just like I can't help myself. Yeah, Paul knows. Paul was there when I was getting into this game. So when you're in the dungeon, when you run out of Ecto, you have to go back to the dungeon and go like this and pick up these piles. You have to watch out for these arms, because they will do damage. That box in the corner of the screen is my health. And that's the health where if you die, you game over here in the dungeon. In the house, you don't game over, just you lose Ecto every time you do things, every time you haunt stuff, actions cost Ecto. And when you run out of Ecto, you end up here and you have to get more. But here you can die, so you have to be very careful. These arms, it's like I'm ice skating right now. It's hard to describe. It's like these controls, it's like sliding on ice. These arms are like vortexes. And then there's actual vortexes on the ground. I used to know where all the drops drop, and I would just kind of like go under them. And this is also where you pick up spells. You have 5 spells you can do, and to re-up on your spells, you gotta come to the dungeon. Smart Ecto management and using your spells wisely is key to this game. Because your Ecto is ticking down as time, so time is Ecto, and also every time I hop in and out of an object, it costs a certain amount of Ecto. Green ones cost a lot, blue ones cost the least. I like that music box. Jump rope is pretty cool. Oh, so I pick up that Ecto. And she's in the hallway here. What do we got in the hallway? Ghosts in the drawers. Okay, now I can probably scare her out of this next room. Where you at, girl? Mimi. She's right there. So you gotta pay attention to their fear level, and if I pause it, you can see everybody's simultaneous fear level. You can also see where they are in the house. You have to be careful, because there's certain things in this game that are on timers, especially when I'm speedrunning it, that continue while you have the game paused. And if I'm looking at this map, you know that like Mimi's not going to run into a room where somebody is. So if I scare her out of here, she's either going to go through the doorway into a room where there is no other family member, or she's going out of the house. Let's make sure she goes out of that. So let's see. Should be enough. Fear level very high. This is the first level. Here we go. And then they run out of the house. A small drop of Ecto there. Let's see, flow. So to operate that, if you remember earlier, I dropped that super scare, a little present in the kitchen. to activate that, you have to go to this screen and press some buttons. ABC. There we go. You have to hit ABC. And then it goes off, and then I go into the room. And you can't set it off while you're in the room. That gets your fear level to high automatically, and she drops a huge pile of ecto, which keeps me out of the dungeon. Again, knowing when to use that. So the green ones I can manually activate. So right now I'm shooting those arrows. The green ones are really fun. You can fly things around the room or shoot things at them manually. Come on, Flo. He's the worst. He's the worst family member, because sometimes she'll just troll you. She'll just get like stuck in a room, or just run back and forth between two rooms. She really does irritate me. Well, that's not enough to get you out of here. What about some Wu-Tang Killer Bees? No, she didn't even flinch at the Wu-Tang. Wow. I told you, she's just the worst. And she's still not gone. Get out of here, Flo. Maybe if I get her closer to the door, making me waste all my ecto here. See, she wants to run out of the door, but she's stuck in her animation. Darn. Get over here. Whoa. Oh, man. Here. Is this gonna get her to turn around and go down? There we go. She's out of here. One more dude. Vito. The garage is a fun place. Again, I'm trying to rush here. I should just take my time. Because there's so many scares in this game that I never have time to do that are just a lot of fun. I don't know how G-rated we want to keep this, but Trunk one is fun. That's alright. I'm sure some tech person can blur this out in the next 2 seconds. Is that his wife? Is that a prostitute? I don't know. Doesn't matter. These pants are fun. They come out of the dryer and you can walk around. Come on, man. Get scared. Pair of severed legs just ran out on me. I know, right? Both. Probably both. I told you, she is the worst. Oh man, where did he go? Oh, he ran all the way across the house. This happens sometimes. But again, we're in no rush. I haven't really gone in the family room. I think he's in the kitchen. Also, every room you go through decreases their fear level, so you want to take the shortest route, which I'm not doing. It doesn't matter. Getting scared anyway. I have an extra spell, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to try to show off as many scares as possible. Dog comes out of the couch, yeah. That's a classic. Probably overdone. How many times have you seen that? And that's what you do, you just scared him out of ass. I'm not going to read all this to you and narrate it as I usually do, because I'm losing my voice. And you do have to go into the dungeon in between levels, but that's how you kind of re-up on spells, so it's whatever. And I really love the sandbox nature of this game, because you just find so many new strats, because depending on which scares you do in which order, and the timing, and overlapping them when, from what direction, and like there's so much nuance and fun stuff to be found out in this. If only people weren't so spooked out. I get it. And also boo. Again, this feels like you're on ice. You just really have to be careful. You're not on a timer, so there's no rush, but those piles of goo get smaller. So you have to get them. Those red ones are the spells. I didn't even use all my spells in the last level. So there's Super Scare, which is that present that you drop. It does some sort of thing when you're out of the room that scares the hell out of them. You can't even see it. It's probably so X-rated. Then we got Voodoo, which you just throw these red balls at them. I don't know what these red balls are. You'll see it when I do it, but it looks like he's throwing tomatoes at them. And every time you hit them with a tomato, it scares them. What other spells do we have? There's one that fills up your Ecto, which is cool, because it's basically like a full 3 bar of Ecto. So, pause it real quick. So, now that we're on the 2nd level, we're going to meet the 5th member of the family, which is the dog. Dog's a pain in the ass. Every time it barks at you, you lose a large amount of Ecto. Every time it comes in the room and or barks, it decreases the fear level of any family members in there. One of my spells, though, is to drop a bowl of dog food. So when the dog walks in the room and goes by it, it'll start eating the food and get distracted for a small period of time. Doesn't last very long, but if you use it wisely, it's alright. In the 3rd and 4th level, the dog isn't as much of a pain. But in the 2nd level, the house is smaller. In the 3rd and 4th level, the house is like double the size of this. So it's easy to kind of avoid him. In this 2nd level, you cross paths with him way more than you would want to. That's one of my other spells. And then I have a spell where I can possess the body of one of the family members. And you can control them, and you can walk around and scare the other family members. But it is the hardest spell to use, and it's almost just impractical. It's like just for fun. I mean, there's just very little practical way to use it. I feel like I'm forgetting a spell, but we'll get there. Alright, guess we'll just take the easy route, go after Tony. What do we got? I like the ninja poster, is fun. And he just immediately walks out of the room. You little brat, making me waste Echo. Children, bro. Oh my god, and see, he walks through it again. Wow. He's just trolling me. And there's the dog, and I'm just gonna avoid the dog. See, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go out of this room too? No, here, I'll use one of my spells. Voodoo. I don't know what these things are I'm drawing, but they scare people off. Alright, run. Run, bro. Run, boy, run. Oh. Skunk is cool. I can walk around and spray them. But not if they run out of the room first. Alright, what do we got? Toilet's usually fun. Which version of the toilet is in this bathroom? Oh, that's pretty scary. I mean, why these things don't make these people immediately run out of the house is beyond me. Ooh. Grammar. Oh, this little brat. He used to run towards a door. His bedroom almost always has an exit attached to it, so that he's a good one to scare first, because he will just run straight out of it. Or he'll go to his room and then run out of it. Everybody else, you have to scare them into a room that has a door. Let's try the ninja poster again. Hard to see because of the angle here, but I'd be afraid if ninjas would jump out of my walls. Alright, yeah. Bye. Peace out. Also, I don't know if you saw that floating green head in the hallway as I came into this room, but if you did, you were the only one. It was all in your imagination, so you should be concerned. Here we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. These things, they will try to eat the ecto out of you. Those heads. All I can really do is kick them. But it's a pain in the rear. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna avoid them. What else do we have? I do like this coffee table, but it glitches out sometimes. Oh, the dog, see? He's barking, and it not only unfeared him, but it took away my... Go to the dungeon I go! Oh... Like I said, that little box in the bottom left is your real health in the game, because when I lose that is when I game over. You do get a new one when you hit 50,000 points, but unless you're farming, you're probably not going to do that till the 3rd level. And there's 4 levels in the game, by the way. Oh. Making this look easier than it is. To say I'm doing it well, that was a copy. Sorry. I use this coffee table. This coffee table glitches out occasionally. I don't know why. I like it. I should have used the closet in the 1st level. It's one of the more R-rated things. Actually, this is the one. Just naked dead body hanging in the closet. I think he was naked, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell with all these bits. Oh, he's running the wrong way. But whatever. and we'll just keep playing around with scares. Oh, where'd he go? Yo. No, nice Halloween one. No, though, who doesn't have bats in their filing cabinets? I get mine from Staples. This fruit basket is nice, you can just throw fruit at them. Kitchen has some fun stuff. Giant rat under the sink. I like the rocket ship. I can chase him around and kind of steer him towards the door. Yeah. Oh, it's done. I know, the Immortal meets Haunting. Where's, Z-Tox? You're supposed to teach me that game, and then I don't know what happened. I got distracted. I do like isometric games, though, like... Zombies Ate My Neighbors is another one of my favorite games. Like I was saying earlier, I'm glad somebody always has the balls to play that game every SEGAWEEN, because I'm not good enough at it to do it. I mean, I am. I could. Just if I'm gonna play, I'd like to do like a co-op run, or a race, or a speed run, or something of it. And if anyone hasn't ever seen the speed run of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, it's absolutely crazy. Cool thing to watch. Ah. Alright, what do we got? I think we have Toilet Hitler in this toilet. Yeah, Toilet Hitler, there we go. You know, with his green skin and his mustaches. Toilet Hitler would have. I like the electricity between her pigtails. It's a nice touch. My pigtails are so dangerous. Oh, this dog. With one bark, you can just ruin everything. So let me forget I have a spell to fill my act out. Alright. I didn't drop the dog food in this hallway, just get the dog off my back. Alright, so I should be able to scare her now out of this room. Look at that. I have a helicopter. You have to be careful though, with the green ones, you can accidentally push them out of a door that you don't want. Didn't even notice that. Oh, I was trying to do the guitar, and I accidentally did the ninja. How often does that happen to everybody? No. I accidentally brought my spell. I'm gonna use my active spell now. And in case you haven't seen it, I can kick. Spinning kick or a launching kick. That's how I fight those floaty green heads. It's just a pain to do. Just have to like Jean-Claude Van Damme them. Jean-Claude Van Damme you to hell. Slow. And to get into some of these objects, you have to line yourself up with it, like, so perfectly. Pixel perfect. This damn dog. Just look, every time he barks, she stole my Ecto bomb. Oh, Flo. Trying not to repeat scares. Oh, this dog. Nothing I can do. I'm about to lose my got my super scare and use it when I come back. Play this game for a little bit before we switch to Dreamcast. Mommy. Also, I really like to watch spooky movies and horror movies. I've been watching horror movies since probably June, getting ready for Halloween. I don't know if anybody's seen any good movies. No spoilers. No spoilers. Oh. Music is jamming. Alright, and my super scare. Is this gonna scare her? Run. Get out of here. Get out of here. There she goes. Alright. I'm gonna mute my mic for one moment. Yes, Trick or Treat is a good movie. I haven't watched that in a couple of years. I was thinking about it the other day, actually. And that is a game over. Whoops. Well, maybe this is a good time to switch to the Dreamcast. Sega Dreamcast. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch to Dreamcast.